With 2 weeks to go for the big election day, Trump versus Harris clash intensifies, as surveys predict a close fight in elections. Democrats and Republicans intensify poll campaign. Trump and Harris launch scathing attacks at each other. Economy, border security, abortion takes center stage. As elections inches closer, both campaigns focus on battleground states. 7 swing states to decide election winner? Who is ahead in swing states? Race for White House heats up. With just 2 weeks remaining until Election Day, former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris are racing to persuade the elusive undecided voters who could decide an achingly close race. Both candidates spent October 22 making their appeals to Latino voters. Trump held a panel discussion at his golf resort in Miami to woo Hispanic voters. On the other hand, Harris recorded an interview that will air on October 23 in which she will announce a series of policies geared toward Latino men. Those measures include a plan to double the number of registered apprenticeships and remove college degree requirements for up to 500,000 federal jobs. Meanwhile, Trump kicked off his rally on October 23 in North Carolina by asking his audience if they're better off now than they were 4 years ago. Former president slammed Harris, calling her the country's worst ever vice president. Trump also called the U.S. a failing nation, saying this election is a choice between whether the U.S. will have 4 more years of incompetent failure and disaster, or whether we'll begin the 4 greatest years in the history of the United States. Remember, with U.S. elections just less than 15 days away, a string of pre-poll surveys show extremely close fight. Harris is leading just by 1 point in latest surveys nationally, whereas both the candidates are virtually tied in the swing states, which experts say will decide the winner of the presidential polls. The latest survey, conducted by USA Today/Suffolk University poll, shows Kamala Harris and Donald Trump essentially tied. According to the survey, 45% of voters said they will vote for Harris in upcoming polls compared to 44% who said they will vote for Trump. The survey highlights how the former president is closing the gap, as Harris was leading by 5 points in the USA Today/Suffolk University poll in August. On the other hand, former President Trump is leading in the election race in Fox News survey. The survey shows former President Trump is ahead of Vice President Kamala Harris by 2 points nationally. Meanwhile, when it comes to swing states, Democratic presidential nominee Harris led among likely voters in Georgia, while Republican Trump was slightly ahead in Arizona. Harris also had an edge in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. According to the survey, Trump led in North Carolina and was tied with Harris in Nevada.